Welcome to today's review. We're delving into something truly extraordinary on wheels, the 2026 Mercedes Unimog 6x6. What you're about to see isn't just a truck, it's a statement, a tool, and a marvel of engineering. Stick around as I walk you through its key features, performance, design, and what makes it stand out in its class. Imagine a vehicle that can conquer the harshest terrain, haul serious payloads, and yet still speak the language of sophistication. That's the 2026 Unimog 6x6. At its core, this monster combines off-road capability with Mercedes' luxury and reliability background. But let's break it down piece by piece. Under the hood you'll find a robust turbocharged diesel engine precisely tuned for torque rather than top speed. Horsepower is solid, but what really matters in this kind of vehicle is low-end grunt. That means whenever you push the throttle, the Unimog responds with strength even in low gears, climbing steep grades, pulling heavy trailers, or forcing its way through mud and rock. It comes with a heavy-duty transmission and selectable gear ranges so the driver can match the power delivery to the task whether crawling over boulders or cruising on highway stretches. The 6x6 layout means there are 3 axles, all driven when needed. In normal conditions it may operate in 4x4 or partial drive modes to conserve energy and minimize wear, but when terrain demands it, full 6x6 drive engages. That means every wheel can contribute torque, maximizing traction in slick, steep or uneven terrain. Its ground clearance is impressive, tall enough to give you room to glide over obstacles without the chassis catching. The suspension is also purpose-built, heavy-duty yet adaptive, absorbing rocks and ruts without turning you into a human pogo stick. Let's talk performance metrics. Acceleration won't feel like a sports car. This is about controlled, dependable power. But the vehicle's payload capacity, towing limits, and grade climbing ability are where it shines. It can haul more than many competitors, tow heavy trailers, and maintain stability even under load. Off-road, the articulation of the axles allows for one wheel being high in the air while the adjacent wheels still carry weight, which is critical in real-world terrain. Differential locks are available on the axles, and there's likely a central differential that can be locked too, giving full control over torque distribution. Driving on-road, the Unimog surprises. With the right tires and gearing, it can hold speeds suitable for highways. Steering is heavier than a car, of course, but Mercedes likely introduced power assist and optimized steering geometry to limit effort at slower speeds. Brake systems are overbuilt, with disc brakes and possibly air assist or differential brake systems to ensure that even loaded and off-center, the vehicle stops safely. Design-wise, this 6x6 is imposing. Tall, wide, and muscular, every line tells you it's built for purpose. The front fascia evokes Mercedes styling cues, a bold grille, LED lighting, and ruggedness without being industrially ugly. The hood sits high, giving good forward visibility. Mirrors are large and extend well outward, since with 6x6 width you need awareness of corners. Side steps and secure handholds help with entry and exit. Climbing in is more like boarding a ladder than opening a low door. The cab is roomy and ergonomic, with heavy insulation to suppress engine and wind noise. Inside, expect durable materials, thick rubber flooring or mats, robust control knobs, and waterproof or dustproof switches, but also refined touches, leather accents, infotainment, climate control, and adjustable seating. It's a workplace vehicle, but Mercedes knows people expect some creature comfort even in extreme machines. Utility is a prime factor. The bed or modular rear unit can be configured for various roles: cargo transport, equipment carrier, recovery rig, or specialized mission setups. Mounting points, tie-downs, power outlets, and even built-in tools are part of the package. Some models may offer crane mounts or winches, or hydraulic power takeoffs to run auxiliary equipment. The vehicle also may include onboard air compressors, heavy-duty alternators, or auxiliary batteries to power camp gear or mission electronics. Fuel efficiency is never the headline with such machines, but Mercedes engineering minimizes waste. Sophisticated engine management, cylinder deactivation if available, and aerodynamic tweaks where possible help keep fuel burn reasonable for its class. The trick is balancing performance with endurance so that long expeditions don't get cut short by a dead tank. One unique selling point is the adaptability. This Unimog 6x6 is not a one-trick pony. Whether used for forestry, mining, expedition, military, extreme rescue, or remote infrastructure work, it can be tailored. Customers might select specialized gear ratios, chassis lengths, suspension tuning, and accessory packages to match their mission. That flexibility makes it more than a rigid product, it's a platform. Another advantage is support and brand network. Mercedes has global after-sales systems. If you're deploying this in remote terrains, knowing that parts, service, or engineering support can reach critical touchpoints is a huge plus. Reliability, proven components, and scalable repair paths reduce downtime. On to real-world behavior. On rough trails, the Unimog moves with purpose, not panic. It doesn't need delicate handling. You steer, modulate throttle, and let its hardware manage the worst of it. It crawls confidently over rocks, roots, and uneven ground. In sand or mud, torque keeps you spinning forward, and differential locks or traction control assist in preventing one wheel from spinning uselessly. In highway stretches, it surprises with stability and control, especially when unladen or lightly loaded. Crosswinds or road camber are handled, though at speed you feel the presence of size and weight. Noise is noticeable but acceptable. Insulation does its job, but you never forget you sit in a vehicle built to rumble. Where the Unimog 6x6 might not be perfect is agility. It's not nimble around tight city corners or narrow streets. Maneuvering in confined zones demands planning. Turning circles or large, and visibility can be limited at low speeds. The cost is steep. Acquisition, fuel, maintenance. Such machines demand investment that only serious operators or enthusiasts will justify. Very low ground friction surfaces like ice or polished slopes may challenge even its grip. And while Mercedes' service is broad, in extremely remote zones logistics delays can happen. No vehicle is immune. Let's consider safety and driver aids. You'll find airbags, ABS, traction control, possibly electronic stability control tuned for heavy loads. Cameras around the vehicle help with visibility. Side and rear cameras assist when the rear deck or trailer creates blind zones. Sensors and alerts for tire pressure, load shifting, tilt warning, and rollover protection may be part of the system. Overall, it's built to protect both cargo and crew in demanding environments. From a story standpoint, the 2026 Unimog 6x6 doesn't pretend to be anything other than what it is: a rugged, high-capability workhorse with premium engineering. But it also doesn't sacrifice thoughtfulness. The blend of comfort, performance, modularity, and brand support lifts it above infantry trucks. Whether for organizations needing extreme reach, such as remote infrastructure, disaster response, or expedition outfits, or enthusiasts dreaming of ultimate overlanding machines, it carries cred. It doesn't feel like someone jammed a monster engine into a shell, it feels purpose-designed. Here's how I'd structure a video around it. Begin with cinematic shots, angles that emphasize its size, its articulation, its ability to dominate terrain. Cut in interior, cab-level shots showing operator controls, infotainment, and comfort. Then drive sequences: off-road, climbing, traversing water or mud, highway segments. Voiceover layered with spec callouts, torque numbers, axle configuration, payload ratings, suspension travel. Then a balanced critique: what it does well, what compromises are inherent. Perhaps include interviews with operators or engineers to talk about modular configurations or maintenance. Finally, summarize who this is for and whether its advantages justify its cost. As we wrap up, the 2026 Mercedes Unimog 6x6 stands out not just for being a six-wheeled monster, but for combining serious off-road engineering with design intelligence and adaptability. It is not for everyone. If your mission requires extreme terrain, heavy loads, varied mission sets, and you demand a brand with support, this is one of the best machines you can choose. In short, it marries brute force with finesse, a giant engineered with care. Thanks for watching the review today. If you like, I can also prepare a video script version with timestamps or shot suggestions. Do you want me to format it into that next?